Okay, this is a Clair Obscur fight in Tainted Lumiere. There's one Obscur, one Clair, and one Obscur Clair, well, Clair Obscur blend. Starting at the tree, we're going to go northwest, sort of west, to the new area. I'm going to come over here. Go up the steps and pick up, I want to say it's a color of Lumina, but there is something up there, so grab that while you're over here. So we're going to be using Sciel, Lune, and Monoco. The only thing special in their pictos really is I did go ahead and add inverted affinity to all three of them. Could probably take dead energy off. Well, no, forget it. Keep it. There's actually multiples. I take that back. Keep dead energy on. Okay, now, for Sciel, we're going to be using this Shation. The Obscur will nullify dark attacks, but the others will not. And we'll be getting rid of the Obscur first. We are using this because it applies 10 foretell each hit. And when paired with Card Weaver, which is physical damage, we can apply this to the Obscur, which will take the physical damage and apply 10 foretell to all three of them. And then since we get to go again, we'll use the Plentiful Harvest on the Obscur, which is, again, physical damage with 2 hits. And then we'll take that 10 AP and share it out with the team. And then if we end up going again with the Clair still around, we can use Firing Shadow instead, which will deal weak damage to the Clair and then regular damage to the blend. Also be using Marking Card. For Lune, we're going to be using either Immolation / Wildfire, because we'll probably set them on fire. Thermal Transfer only if on our way to Mayhem we end up with a couple of Earth hanging out in her weapon. Then we'll use that to play a second turn. Ice won't do anything special. It'll just give us like an extra turn. And if we get it, we'll have a couple of ice to use with either Immolation or Wildfire. And then for Monoco, his weapon specifically... Oh, we're using the Trebuchet. I sometimes forget to mention this because I've used it the whole game. It is sort of my go-to to just generate random stains. So that's the one we're going to be using for her. For Monoco, I'm deliberately choosing the Bouchard because I want to start on Agile. And we're starting on Agile for Shapley or Slash, which you can get from the Visage's Island. He's the guy in the shell that floats around with the top hat on. He'll deal high physical damage to all enemies and will apply a mark to all three. So that's going to be the first hit of the battle, because Monoco's going to end up going first. His speed is 8 something. He's actually the highest. Speed-wise, it goes Monoco, Lune, and then Sciel. But honestly, for this way, it really doesn't matter. The fact that he's the highest and goes first is just why I chose the weapon, so that we can start by marking him with everything. And then we have a couple of other... I'm not really worried about breaking this one. For some reason, I just don't... I get rid of her before breaking. So it's not like something I'm focused on. But Jar Landstrom does really well. That's medium physical, but it actually does quite a bit of damage. And then Chevalier Piercing is single target. But once we get rid of the Clair and the Obscur, this actually does really well, especially if we're in Agile. And that's a 6 hit, where this is a 3 hit. They're both Agile. And then if we're in balance, the Moissonneurs does really well. This is one of my favorites. Does a really high damage and is 3 hits. So I think that's most everything. As far as the attacks go, check the description. I will timestamp each of their attacks as we see them. There is a very, very real chance that we will not see a single Obscur attack from the Obscur. We will not see her exposing attack if everything goes well. So we won't see it. We will, however, see the Obscur base attack, because the Clair Obscur does both the Clair attack and the Obscure attack depending on which side she leans towards when she starts it. So we'll have to pay attention to that. But the Weakening Strike is just the one hit where you hear the 3 sounds where the swords build up and then go. Silencing is a 3 hit. The Exhausting combo we probably will not see. When the Clair attacks, it's a 2 hit. Both swords build up and then she goes. Both swords build up and then she goes. When the Obscure attacks, it's the 3 hit and the gradient. The single sword build up, go. Single sword build up, go. Single sword build up, go. Followed by the gradient. We will see that. I'm pretty confident we'll see that. We just won't see it from the Obscure. We'll see it from the blend. Because the blend will use both. And I'll try my best to... There will be timestamped. So if you want to see the difference and to see how you can tell which one's coming. But anyway, all right. That's enough like introduction. And let's go fight him. Okay, we're going to start with Agile. Everybody's marked. Start with Card Weaver, and I'm going to apply it specifically to the Obscure so that she'll take some extra damage that the others aren't going to take. So that was nice. Now we're going to play immediately, and we're going to do Plentiful Harvest, which is a physical attack, so it doesn't have to worry about Sciel's weapon element. It's going to consume that 10 AP and share that out with the team. And clearly gave me a critical. Because she's not usually down this far. She's usually about half health at this point. But that's enough for a mayhem. And actually, we'll go ahead and do Thermal Transfer. Simply because we got 2 Earth. Because we get to go again. And I've got the AP for it, so. She's so... Normally I would do Mayhem, which would finish her off. We're going to do Mayhem. I'm not messing with it. Because I did Wildfire before when they were down this low, and it does not finish her off. So... It's going to be a bit overkill, but... Better to be on the safe side. Okay, Silencing is a 3 hit. Dodge. 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 Right when you hear and see the flash. Silencing is a 3 hit. Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
A bit of violence, yes.
Okay, heavy. We're going to do Jar Landstrom. That it will apply to all of them.
Flowing.
Another Mayhem. We can get a mark for rewarding mark. Nope, we're not going to. Alright, that's okay. We'll go ahead. I missed the Wildfire by 1. That is my fault. I can actually do Mayhem. We'll do Mayhem with 3. I can break with 4, but I can actually do Mayhem with 3. See what happens.
Your turn.
So, okay, which way she bends? Dodge. 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 And the gradients. So if you rewind, you'll see that she bent to her left. And she showed us the Clair side, which makes this a very confusing read, for me at least, because you see the Clair model lighter color, but she bent to her left, which is her darker obscure side. So it was the obscure attack that she did. Okay, we are in Twilight. We're going to go ahead and do Gradient. Oh, I'm like trying to move it over because I saw single target, but random enemies. Okay, then we're not. We are going to do Card Weaver to her, and we'll get to go again. Okay. I'm not going to do the Gradient in this turn because there's 20 on her already. So we'll do it next turn. But we will do Sealed Fate, which should hit her at least 5 times.
What lovely meat.
Okay, Agile. We're actually going to go with Chevalier Piercing, which is a 6 hit. Single target. Mainly because I don't know if 6 hits of physical or 3 high physical and a mark. I don't know. Oh, well, I don't have 7 anyway, so it doesn't matter. No! Back. Alright. Fingers, please behave. Chevalier Piercing. I do like this one. I feel like it does a lot of damage. Okay, Weakening is 1 hit. Dodge. Okay, she does not have enough for Mayhem, so we'll go ahead and do Immolation. Get her on fire. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do the Gradient. Card Weaver. Although, you know what? I've done this before, and Card Weaver actually, like, didn't let me go again. So let me do Plentiful Harvest, because Monoco's shy of AP anyway. Let's do this one. There we go.
A bit of violence, yes.
Okay, we got our Jar Landstorm. Yes! Alright. I thought maybe she was going to get to go again. So we have the Dream Sow, which we got for Verso. Breaking Attack, which is base attacks can break. And it doesn't look like we got... Doesn't look like she did the Clair attack. She only did the Obscure... The Blend only did the Obscure attack. But I will put all the moves in the description. And we'll timestamp at least what we saw. I'll let stuff build up first. Or not build up, but show up on the screen. So Verso just got the Dream Sow. Gain 1 rank on counterattack, 50% increased counterattack damage, and gain 2 AP on counterattack. So if you're really good at parrying, this you could like this weapon. And then Breaking Attack. Base attack can break. So nice. That could help out a lot. And then lastly, got this new weapon for Lune. I did this fight before the patch update that just came out earlier in May. And the vitality was an S on this. I did see in the patch notes they changed it, but So 50% chance to generate a dark or light stain when consuming stains. Deal 50% more damage with skills per active dark stain. And +1 AP on consuming a light stain. Level 20 base attacks can consume 1 dark stain to deal 200% more damage. So there's the Clair Obscur fight with Sciel, Lune, and Monoco, and all of the goodies that we just got for it.